Hello everyone, welcome back to Blood Omen. Last time we've put an end to shenanigans conducted by Azimuth the Planer and her demon invasion of Avernus and then entire Nosgoth. And now we have instructions from Ariel to go to Willendorf and rally its troops to combat the approaching forces of Nemesis, former William the Just. In order to do that, we must first of all choose the incorrect bat beacon, then choose the correct one, and proceed. Now this episode is not really interesting. All we're doing is moving towards Willendorf, and the only thing of notice that we're going to do is we are going to get the last spell in the game, but even that will be quite underwhelming. So if you want to skip an episode, this is one of those which you should.
Time street flames the soul ray the axe bone spiked mace.
They Victus!
The spectre of Ariel led me to Willendorf. If I was to defeat the next member of the circle, I needed to understand his machinations. With this vague advice in mind, I set forth on the road to Willendorf.
Now pay close attention to what Kain just said. In order to defeat the next member of the circle, one must understand his machinations. And this is extremely important because from this point on, everything that goes on is a machination of that member of the circle, which the identity of whom I will not disclose as of yet. But remember that. Now another thing is that which is completely off topic and completely irrelevant, but I just have to mention it. The way Simon Templeman, Kain's voice actor, pronounced machinations here in this bit of dialogue, not dialogue, in this bit of voiceover, was machinations. Even though in Defiance, when the same word is used, he pronounced it like machinations. I'm not sure what changed in 10 years, but I learned the word as machinations, and I actually learned it from Defiance, from Simon Templeman.
They Victus!
The chaos flame sword.
In order to move these rocks, we need to get the final strength upgrade from a blood fountain, and it's not really that far away. I believe that we will do this either in this video or in the very beginning of the next one.
They Victus! They Victus! They Victus!
What has become of the Lion of Willendorf? Where will protect us from the nemesis? The king's heart pines for his daughter. Someone stole her soul, you know. I've heard that an army from the north is preparing to invade. Is it true? Good day to you.
I heard there was a bandit camp to the north of here.
The guard doesn't want to speak to us.
Strange, isn't it, Kain, that one cannot quite accept that which sustains him. You in your death, and me in mine. But death cannot reign in a world without life, and soon you will find the quest ahead of you is yours and yours alone. I can assist you no longer.
Willendorf, proud defender of the realm with its warrior elite and mighty ruler, King Otmar. The Lion Throne had once held my allegiance, but Willendorf's days of glory had passed. It was the last bastion against an unruly future.
Beware, stranger. There was another vampire attack last night.
Okay, so now we are in the cave where we will get the last spell in the game. Which, as I said earlier, is pretty underwhelming, but necessary to progress.
Be victor! Be victor!
Good job, me. I completely missed the switches. To be honest, I don't know how it feels with commentary, how it feels for you right now, but I am currently looking at this footage, and while it would normally be boring, and in other similar locations in the game it is boring, in this case it is for some reason soothing, and I'm not sure why. Maybe it's the music.
Spot the Chaos Flame Sword.
Oh, great. So this happens. Sometimes.
With this spell, I can tear a creature's soul from its body, leaving its vacant flesh mine to control.
So, essentially, this spell is the mind control for non-human enemies. So basically now we can mind control any enemy that is not a boss. Why is it underwhelming? Well, because it's really useless, apart from a couple of places where it's necessary to proceed. Much like mind control, really. And the name of the spell is Spirit Wrack, by the way. W-R-A-C-K. Honestly, this part, trying to get out of this place, is not pleasant by any means. Because when you try to hit the skeleton with your spell, you end up hitting one of these ghouls.
Save Victus!
And of course, being out of magical energy does not help either. Good thing we've made that trip to Lost City. Or was it the Spirit Forge? Yeah, it was not the Lost City, it was the Spirit Forge, my apologies. It was so long ago. Tell me in the thread or in the comments, is this boring to you or soothing? Because for some reason, this right now to me is soothing. Although maybe it's just because I'm sleepy.
Save Victus!
Okay, and we're out. And now we can proceed to Willendorf itself. But to do that, we will have to actually go through another cave, or rather a mine.
Save Victus!
Kain will explain shortly what exactly are we going to have to do in that mine. Very well, this is where Willendorf begins, and all we have left is an explanation from Kain on what we are to do next, and I will leave you here. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.
Mighty Willendorf had sliced open the belly of the earth, reaping a bounty of precious metals and unearthing ancient secrets. Of these secrets, I had heard of a tomb that contained an ancient forefather of King Otmar himself, Within the tomb, a fountain of blood would allow me to cast the most noble of illusions and gain entry to the city of the mighty lion.